Welcome to the Heads Together podcast. Thanks for joining me again this week. So this week, I'm going to talk about something in response to a lot of questions I had following a previous episode. So a few weeks ago, I spoke about rewilding your business. Well, I kind of got quite a few questions about how to go about simplifying your business model, which was one of the things I talked about in that episode, and how you pick the right one or two offers for your business. So that's what we're going to be diving into today. What does a simple business model look like and why does it matter? Okay, let's go. Welcome to the Heads Together podcast. I'm Jill Mokes and I am obsessed with cutting through the noise when it comes to growing your business. Each week, via intimate coaching conversations and inspirational stories, I share what it really takes to get the results you want in a way that feels right to you. I am all about attracting higher ticket opportunities, building authentic relationships, and creating the abundant, full-fat version of your dream business. How many of us have beavered away creating a light version of what we really want? The thing is, I honestly believe when you're outstanding at what you do, there is no limit to what you can achieve. So, are you ready to put our heads together and make it happen? Let's go. So, hands up if you're the kind of person who finds it really hard to do your best work if you've got a messy desk. My hand is up. Or if you're the kind of person who just can't really curl up with a good book and relax if the house around you's a tip. My hand is up. Well, here's the thing. The same applies to growing and sustaining your business, right? When your business model is simple and it's uncluttered, then you feel calm, you feel focused, you feel empowered. But conversely, when your business model is really complex, it feels chaotic. It's where the overwhelm sets in and it's like a really stifling feeling, right? So that's why it's really important actually to simplify that business model, because who doesn't want to feel that light airiness around having simple, clear offers, one or two of them that you promote consistently, because you're not hopping all over the place trying to promote a ton of different offers and different strategies and different this, that and the other. Right? So when it comes to your business model, let's first of all start out by, and I'm so sorry if this sounds very, very basic, but let's just clarify what I mean when I talk about your business model. When I refer to a business model, what I'm talking about is three things: the market you serve, your offers, and your prices. That's the kind of trifecta of your business model in my eyes. Other people have different takes on it, but when I talk about a business model, it's those three things: market, offers, prices. So how do you create a simple business model? Well, first thing you do, and this is always the first thing you do in your business, and it's actually the thing that everything should come back to, whether it's choosing a marketing strategy, a sales strategy, an operations strategy, whatever it is you're working on in your business, your target market, your ideal clients, your ICA, your customer avatar, whatever you like to call it. And we all have these wonderful acronyms for it. But effectively, it's your target market. It's the people you want to serve. Coming back to that is always going to be the most foundational thing in your business. It's going to be the one thing that really keeps you on track. It's when we lose sight of our ideal clients and what they want and need that we start to overcomplicate our business. It's when we allow that shiny object syndrome, of which I am pretty much a fan because I have it, but it's when we allow it to run rampant and we start layering complexity on complexity into our business without really tying it back to what our ideal clients want and need. So step 1 in simplifying your business model is to get crystal clear on who your ideal client is and what they want and need. When you're thinking about that, I want you to think about how you can simplify this aspect of your business model. Because the truth is, a simple business model serves one kind of client. One kind of client with a similar set of problems or desires. That is what will create for you the most simple, sleek business model. Just because you can help more than one type of client, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's the right thing for you to do, right? I see this happen such a lot where people have this very complex segmentation system within their email list, for example. It can lead to overwhelm so quickly. You are going to have to spend an awful lot of time on content creation and on automations and those kind of processes if you want to be serving a lot of different client avatars with a lot of different problems, and you want to be serving up to them exactly what they want and need, because you are going to have to be writing different content for each of those target clients. Because you and I, we know that our messaging needs to be on point to speak directly to our ideal clients. If you have lots of different ideal clients, you can forget sending a single email each week and hoping that it's going to resonate with everyone, because it won't. So again, a simple business model, if that's your goal, don't forget there's nothing prescriptive about this. The only thing I'm saying is that for me, there is real joy in a simple business model. It feels light. It feels airy. It feels easier. It feels liberating for me. Okay. And if that's your goal to feel that way too, then I really recommend that you do simplify down to one kind of client with a similar set of problems or desires. That's your starting point. Okay. And then the next part is your offers. Now, once you're really crystal clear on who your ideal client is, don't forget, and it's this one type of client with one set of problems or desires, then you are going to know, it's going to be very easy for you to identify what they want from you and how they want it delivered to them. So your offer should be the solution to their problem or the delivery of the thing they want. And it should be in a vehicle that's right for them. Now, what I mean by a vehicle is whether that is a book, an online course, a workshop, a coaching program, a package of deliverables, a consulting package, one-on-one consulting or coaching, whatever it is, that's not to be determined 100% by you. It should be determined by the clients you serve and the way they want to be served. And my recommendation is that you pick 2 offers, the 2 things that they want the most and that will meet their needs the best. If you can really get to a point in your business where you're serving one type of client, so all of your content is created for that client, your messaging is absolutely on point. Because you're only serving that one type of client, you know exactly where they hang out online, and it isn't everywhere. So all of a sudden it's like, okay, I don't need to be everywhere either. Everything becomes more simple. And again, your offers, it becomes simple to identify whether it's a mastermind they want. Is it a retreat? Is it an in-person experience? Do they want really bespoke work done for them? Or do they want to buy a course off the shelf or a book or, whatever it is that you want and love to create? Make sure that you're doing it in the way your ideal client wants to receive it. Okay. And then that third piece is the pricing. And so again, knock-on effect, because you've just got one or two offers, then you've got one or two prices, maybe maximum of 4 prices if you offer installments. But here's the thing. When you've only got this very simple charging scale, it rolls off your tongue easily. You're confident about telling people your prices because there's no complexity to it. It's very simple. It's this price or it's this price. Yeah. And suddenly you've got more faith in your pricing and you're being more consistent. There is nothing that will put a client off, a prospective client off more than someone who sounds almost as if they doubt their own pricing, or worse, they sound not confident around their pricing, which makes that prospect feel that they're not confident that they can deliver on what they're promising. Confidence in your pricing absolutely gives your prospective clients confidence that you can deliver, right? And don't get me wrong, I've always said this, haven't I, with pricing, you've still got flexibility to work for less if you feel drawn to, but that should be the exception, not the norm, right? You should be really confident and, like I say, it should trip off the tongue. You've got 1 or 2 prices depending on which of your offers that client wants to go for. And if you can do this, if you can master simplifying down your business model in this way, I promise you, your business is going to feel so much more focused, empowered. You're going to buy back time. Your content creation becomes easier. I've been rereading Seth Godin's book, This is Marketing, where he talks about that smallest viable audience. And there is really something to be said for that, and I get it. It takes a lot of bravery to accept that you can't serve everyone and that to really, really target in on the people you can and want to serve, you are going to have to alienate other people who potentially could be there offering you money, but you're not going to reach them. And I get it. There is this part of us but I could definitely help that person. So I don't want to alienate them by not including them in my marketing or in my messaging or in my social media, But I really want you to trust me on this. The more focused you get on a smaller niche, a smaller group of perfect clients, the more powerful your messaging is going to be. Get this really, really right. And you can start forgetting about having to create oodles and oodles of content all the time. And in fact, you can start handpicking potential high ticket clients and just building those one-on-one relationships with them. And suddenly you are actually having more conversations with the right people and enrolling them without having to, turn yourself into this massive client magnet, which can be quite stressful if you equate that with creating so much content and being on every platform and just overcomplicating your marketing so much. A simple business model doesn't need a complicated marketing strategy. Starting with a simple business model radiates simplicity into the rest of your business. It means your marketing doesn't have to be as complicated. It means your operations don't need to be as complicated. It means you don't need as big a team as people who have umpteen different offers and automations and upsells, cross-sells, downsells, tripwires, all of those things that I believe make business a headache right now. I think people, to a large extent, have lost sight a little bit of what they're really trying to achieve with their business. People love to describe themselves as purpose driven, but if you're purpose driven, that means that you have a bigger why than simply having the most profitable and most efficient business out there. And it means, again, coming back to who you're trying to serve. What is it they want and need? How do they want it delivered to them? Because it won't be every single way possible. There will be a clear couple of front runners in terms of the offers that they are really interested in and are the best vehicle for delivering what they want and need. And go back and check our previous episodes. I'll put in the show notes because I know I talk about this in a previous episode. I just don't know which one. But go back and check out when we talked about interviewing your ideal clients. Because this is going to be a really, really good way of narrowing down your offers into the 1 or 2 packages or events or courses or whatever it is that you want to do. The best way to do that is start having conversations with people who fall under your ideal client category, right? Start reaching out to them and asking them if you can ask them a really quick couple of questions about their preferences when it comes to how they like to consume whatever it is that you do. What are they looking for? It's the best way of doing this. I know everyone says it. Everyone kind of shies away from actually having those conversations, which just kind of befuddles me. Haven't used the word befuddle for a long time. Making a mental note to use it more often. It does befuddle me though, because I think how else would you really understand what people want if you're not willing to talk to them? And how are you going to serve a client to the absolute best of your ability if you don't get to the real down into the niche of what they want? The really nuanced little bits that go into making the perfect offer for them. Because believe me, when you do that, it's another way, that you're going to stand out. The first, obviously, is you being authentically you, doing things your way. The second is really finding out what they want and making your offers as irresistible as you can possibly make them by really understanding what your target market wants. Right? So let's wrap all that up again. Simple business model. The question was that I had from a couple of different people was, okay, but how do we simplify? How do we create a simple business model? What does that actually look like? And the answer is it's looking at the trifecta of your target market. Simplify that down. One type of client, one similar set of problems or desires, and commit to serving that one kind of client. Simplify your offers. Now that you're clear on who that ideal client is, what do they want and need? Talk to them, find out, and then choose the 1 or 2 best ways that the ways they want the most and that will meet their needs the best. And then your pricing, get slick, clean, clear. 2 offers, 2 prices, maximum 4 if you're going to offer installments. Let it trip off your tongue very easily, very confidently. No more, there are 1,000 ways you can work with me. And here's my pricing matrix. No, keep it simple. It will be way more effective. And I absolutely promise you that. I hope that has been helpful. It's a bit of a shorter episode today, but I think it's important to keep this one quite clear. I mean, the whole point is it's the joy of simplifying your business model. I'm not going to rant on about it for ages. I want you to just think about those 3 things. So maybe at the end of this, how about whipping out that piece of paper and just writing those 3 headings? Client at the top, offers in the middle, pricing at the bottom. And restrict yourself in this way. One kind of client, describe them in detail, just one kind. If you find yourself putting an or in that sentence. We're going to cross that out. We're going to pick one kind. Offers, we're going to pick just 2. And then pricing, just do it. Put down those prices on that sheet of paper. This could not take you long at all. 20, 30 minutes, and you could have a 1-pager that is going to be, that's going to form the basis of your new, way more simple business model. It's going to feel very liberating, feel light and airy. You're going to buy back time by doing this as well. So that will be an interesting exercise. If you do it, I want to know about it. Take a screenshot and send it to me, or DM me with it on LinkedIn, or, whatever you want to do, email it to me, jillmokes.com. Whatever you want to do send it to me. And if you want some help to do this, this is something that we could actually do together in a breakthrough session. Okay. So, if you haven't already spoken to me before, I offer a 60-minute breakthrough session. There'll be a link in the show notes to book one. You apply. Basically, you have to fill out an application form, because obviously I only make a certain number of slots available. So if you can fill out the application form, you can apply for it. You'll get a link to book the actual call once you've done that. But this is absolutely something that we could go through in a breakthrough session together. You'll get so much value just out of doing this exercise. Okay, I hope that's been helpful, and I look forward to hearing from you. And in the meantime, have a bloody brilliant week. It's nice and sunny here. I'm going camping this weekend, which is really exciting. If you haven't checked out Yes Tribe, Google that, Say Yes More. I think is the name of the website, but I'm meeting up with some of those guys, and we're doing a talking circle. So I will let you know how that goes. I'm really looking forward to it. A bit of wild camping on Saturday. So, okay, everyone. Bye for now. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and that getting our heads together this week has filled your mind with what's possible. If you love the show, would you do me a massive favour, please? Would you leave a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts? It would really help me put more heads together, reach more ears, and expand more minds. Until next week, bye for now.